It is Monday, the 18th of May. Let's do a quick video on the price of Bitcoin. This was really interesting to see on the weekend where a large short position closed. They had to buy to get out of that short position, and it lifted the entire market in Bitcoin, but it also dropped the entire altcoin market. This is the kind of reason why you need to step away from the 15-minute charts and not be whale food. This is how a lot of people got wrecked, not just in Bitcoin, but across the board. I'm going to keep this one quick because this isn't the main show. The main show is to get the trading plan from the website so that you know the 5 stages of the trade. I used to sell this for hundreds of dollars. Now I give it away for free, and I want your success stories in exchange. So let's go in now and take a look at what's going on with the Bitcoin relative strength index. On the weekly time frame, we've come up to a ceiling, it seems, which would support a top formation here and would go along with what we're kind of figuring might not be impossible at all, is to go sideways like this. For the really big move coming, it's going to take a little bit more juice. And it wouldn't be surprising for the relative strength index to come back to this range, and when it breaks and switches direction, we're going to be looking for a 1, 2, 3 formation on a smaller time frame right there. And this is what I'll call a nitro trade entry. Let's see how this turns out. As we go into the volume and start moving into different time frames, weekly, daily, we can see we got strong volume up here, and it's eased off, and it hasn't not yet picked up on this corner here. So let's zoom in on the 12-hour time frame. Again, we can see that we have volume, less volume, less volume. The weekly MACD is actually looking positive here with our exponential moving averages crossing over, but we'll have to zoom in to see what's going on closer to the time frame. Kind of bearish on the daily, kind of bearish on the 12-hour, sort of hovering on the 4-hour. So we can really watch to see what's going on here on the daily, on the 12-hour, on the 4-hour, that if this breaks positive and we start going strong histograms as we're breaking out in the prices, those are positive, those are confirming indicators. On the weekly Ichimoku, we're coming up to the top of the green cloud. Even though the blue has crossed over the red, that's not definitive. Let's go into the daily time frame. It's still bullish. It's still holding a full bullish stance. 12-hour is still full bullish, and it just recently did the buy signal on the uptrend right there. 4-hour is also bullish so far, up above the cloud. All 4 signals are bullish here on the 4-hour. On the 1-hour time frame, we are 1, 2, 3 touches of death off the top here. So when I get into this time frame, my eye starts to look for the 1, 2, 3 tops underneath this. Weakness and a crossing through here going down would be a confirmation through these levels. So it's pretty clear technical levels, but we're holding up above the cloud right here. If we were in the same technical level, but we were below the cloud in a different position, we'd read this differently. So let's watch now, because as the blue line crosses over the red and we're breaking up, that is confirming, and bears are going to be very happy if we're breaking below these levels and getting underneath this cloud. Then the whole flavor of everything is going to be changing for sure. Let's go into the Bollinger Bands. Here on the weekly, you can see I had this scribbled in last time, expecting that we could get pullback and a lot of noise before we really break higher. This is such an important level. While it may take some work for us to break up through that, when we do, it's probably going to go quickly. Let's zoom in on this to see what we can see. On the daily, it's starting to narrow down even more. On the 12-hour time frame, we're still parallel sideways, not really trending upward here with these bands. They're contracting in. So let's go into the 4-hour time frame. And on this time frame, I see the top formations, consolidation. We did have a little bit of a mean reversion sell signal along these levels, but it doesn't seem to be that strong. We've already come back to them. Okay, let's finish up by taking a look at the 3-panel chart. This in the small time frame could be a bear flag. It is trying to break lower, but if the MACD on the 15-minute time frame continues to move and build strength, if we're continuing to hold strength above these levels, I'm all good. Because look where it is within the cloud on the 4-hour time frame. Change the cloud to the 1-hour time frame, and we're still not down below the cloud by the time we're touching those levels. We still have some elasticity for the bulls here, some excuses to hold on to, but it looks bullish to me from here. Let's close with a look at Bitcoin dominance. It's also starting to make a flag pattern, a 1, 2, 3 top pattern. Definitely a consolidation where some decisions can be made as Bitcoin dominance is dropping down below these levels. We already know that a range of altcoins are getting ready to take off. If dominance starts pulling back as Bitcoin starts to show some strength or whatever Bitcoin's doing, then altcoins are not quite ready yet, but don't doubt it. If your altcoin is in a 1, 2, 3 formation and dominance starts to drop, now while dominance is really handy to keep an eye on in that altcoins are gaining steam as dominance is dropping, but it doesn't get specific enough for my own part. And so I put together the bull market watch spreadsheet. Here's the cover page of the spreadsheet to show us how many coins are in alert status, how many coins are in hold status, but we have the base spreadsheet as well. And you can see some insight here from January. Here's the 6th of January. As we move forward, we can see how we went into the bull market. And then in the middle of February, the end of February, coronavirus came in and everything all pulled back. And here's how our system handled it and dealt with that. But the most interesting thing for me is to take this data and to add it all up for everything on Binance, and then to start to see how those numbers changed throughout the transition from bearish, where everything is like failing down to new lows, then it's almost failing to new lows. Now most everything is neutral. But as we're transitioning, we can see here that we went from only 4 coins in alert status up to 10, 22, 48 coins into alert status at the same time that those coins were going over into hold status. So even though we were just coming out of some really bad looking charts, the best of the altcoins were already moving into hold status. It was already time to buy them while everybody else is still freaking out. So by the time we're moving up here and everything's into neutral and we're finally into hold status for most of the coins, everybody else is waking up and starting to pay attention. And if you had purchased in at that time when things were taking off and looking so good, of course, you got crushed by coronavirus and you may have had your stops hit and you've got these permanent losses now that you have to regain from. The important thing to know is how fast does the transition happen from bearish up into full bull market? And are you prepared? Are you there in advance and ready for it as it's coming in? That's what our bull market watch spreadsheet does. Every day we just keep ready for what might be coming. So as Bitcoin dominance is dropping, we have the data, as specific data as to exactly which coins are passing our criteria. And you don't need to subscribe to the bull market watch spreadsheet. You can do this stuff for free. The information is available on the homepage of the website. Put your email address in, finish that free webinar, and repeat it over and over again. It is the trading plan that we use for the bull market watch spreadsheet. So grab that stuff, get it. I want to hear your success stories. Thanks for tuning in. I've got so many cool things going on. I'm working on this video series right now. It is the culmination of everything I've done over the last year, boiled down to the specifics. I can't wait to release it. Gotta go. See you on the next video. Cheers and good luck with all of your Bitcoin trading.